Meta just released Imagine, a brand new standalone AI image generator. And before we take it for a spin, here are 3 things you need to know. First, Imagine is powered by Emu, Meta's generative AI model that's looking to push the bounds of AI images and video. Second, Meta Imagine is currently free and is already available in the US, with more countries coming soon. And third, as we'll see in a second, images generated in Meta Imagine will have a watermark present. However, Meta says it'll soon begin testing an invisible watermarking system that's resilient to common image manipulations like cropping, color changes, screenshots, and more. And given Meta's incredible global reach, identifying AI-generated images will be imperative across their platforms, as we all know just how disinformation spreads like wildfire on social media. Okay, to access Meta Imagine, head over to imagine.meta.com. You'll need a Meta account, which technically doesn't have to be tied to a Facebook account for those like me that abandoned Facebook years ago. You can also log in using your Instagram account. Once logged in, the interface is pretty simple, with your prompt box on the left and results on the right. Now, let's test drive a few prompts and see how Imagine fares. Let's start with a modern architectural building with large glass windows situated on a cliff overlooking a serene ocean at sunset. As we can see, Imagine generates 4 pretty good-looking image options. And once you have an image you like, you can simply click the 3 dots and hit download. And in the bottom left corner is also where you'll find that watermark. But overall, these are pretty good options. Next, how does it handle people? Let's start simple and generate a photorealistic chef. These are really good. And I really like how Imagine actually got the fingers very correct, as we all know that sometimes hands are an image generator's worst nightmare. Okay, let's see how it handles emotion, and let's try a soccer player after scoring the winning penalty. Wow, these are pretty good, especially at capturing the emotion of scoring said goal. Now, let's try a very detailed prompt and see how Imagine handles it. Here's a prompt I've used before, borrowed from OpenAI's website. Okay, it definitely struggled with the limbs in this one, but other details are still pretty cool and artistic. And just like DALLE 3, seems you can't generate any public figures in Meta Imagine. So for example, if we tried Mark Zuckerberg driving a Corolla, Imagine would give us an error back. But if it's not a photorealistic image, but still has some form of potential copyright around it, seems Meta Imagine will generate something close, but not quite. To see what I mean, let's prompt it with Bart Simpson in The Matrix and see what comes back. This is both hilarious and very creepy at the same time. So far, I found Imagine to be pretty fun, and to be honest, feels a lot quicker than DALLE 3, and I will definitely be doing a head-to-head of the two very soon. Now let's see how it handles food and ask it to generate a mouth-watering dessert. These look so good with such exquisite detail, you'd be hard-pressed to tell they were generated by AI. Let's do one more for good measure. Absolutely hilarious, and looks like it's okay to generate logos in Imagine. On the whole, Meta Imagine seems to be really promising, and I can't wait to dive deeper into it and bring back what I learned. But one area it currently falls flat on its face with is text generation. Take this prompt for example, a poster that says never give up. Now while the posters generated have pretty interesting designs, the text is barely legible in most of them. This is something most AI image generators struggle with today, though DALLE did give this image back when I tried the exact same prompt. So for now, seems you'll be able to generate some pretty awesome images in Meta's Imagine, and all for free. But you will need to rely on other tools for inserting text, at least until the next major update. Let me know how your first impressions with the standalone version of Meta Imagine are. Thanks for watching and catching the next one.